Hey, welcome back. Uh, last time we left off, we, finished 2.1. Uh, it was confusing, and I didn't have good feelings about it, but hopefully, what's her name? A's story will be good, which is what we're playing now. I'm going to try to have an open mind about her, because I have several unnecessarily high expectations, because I hope the game to be good, but yeah, I'll try to let go of those as much as I can, and just, yeah, see what its value really is without me wishing what I wanted out of it. So let's see.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
That sounds like they didn't have a way to keep that conversation to progress naturally in businessy terms. So they're like, let's keep this conversation going and see where it goes.
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
What a coincidence. Why would it be a coincidence? Are you mocking me? I doubt he's mocking us, but... what coincidence? I assume that means, like touche? What coincidence makes it seem like we... anyway, whatever. We were talking about him as well.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Sounds like you're having some trouble. Are we just gonna stumble into their talk and be like, so I can help, right?
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do.
Ah, I like that development. That sounds really cool. It feels like... nice. Yeah, that's good writing.
We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
I thought that was her fault. I thought she was the one causing that. Is she not? I hear the thunderstorm represents the Shogun's will. Yeah. So, that will... okay.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
As in shrinking? Or... because I thought it was a border. Closer to Inazuma. How would how would that work? Because I thought it was like spherical, like a semicircle around Inazuma, where it was like just a barrier. How's it drawing closer? Is the semicircle filling in? What does that mean? Whatever, it's storm getting closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
Are you really scared of that? We ask, as if she felt like it, she couldn't just kill us. That would be a little childish.
Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here. which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
I think it's a... Maybe don't be concerned, because it's actually a more viable option than what was happening before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign.
Liyue's god didn't leave. He got killed, according to official information. Is that bad writing? I can't tell. Considering it was... and it wasn't a bad sign. The people were happy to do it. Or at least the Liyue Qixing was happy to do it. So I guess, yeah, maybe bad sign for everyone else other than them.
A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
That seems like a valid concern. There must be a reason for the change in the storm. Doesn't seem like a valid reasoning, but I mean, why are people so concerned? Hasn't she just stepped back? Like, are people already freaking out? How long has it been since then in terms of the game? Because it literally just happened. There must be a reason. Whatever it may be, obviously.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma.
Sorry, if the Shogun's putting them on trial, who's gonna put the Shogun on trial for allowing it knowingly? She said it was no issue. She said they would have been purged had they actually been of any threat, which they obviously were, handing out delusions, causing whatever happened to the people who got them. She allowed all that, and then she has the fucking, like, dumb sense to be like, the people that have barely 100 years to live, they cannot afford to take any more losses, as she allows the delusions to happen because she didn't mind that the Fatui were around and clearly infiltrating Inazuma. You can't just blame the Kujo clan. Apparently the Kujo clan was also always in danger and being usurped, and no one was protecting them. Hardly their fault. I hope the trial's a fair one. I don't think it should be conducted by the Shogun, because that'd be so pathetic how, she allowed it, and then wants to tell them off for it.
Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Shut up. My lack of ability is to blame. Why is he making it about himself as if it's even got anything to do with him? Nothing has anything to do with him. I should have stopped my father. I should have seen the Fatui coming. All of the story that was behind all of that, he just thinks, I was the one personally to blame for it all.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him.
Yeah, keep your self-important issues to yourself.
Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Shut the fuck. Why?
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
I hope this guy doesn't become too important. I can see him being a problem.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
That's what they said, yeah. Maybe we could invite her out for a while. That's what I was thinking. If she's not taking guests, maybe we can just visit her mind realm.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then?
I liked Paimon's lines there. It's too bad the Traveler can't have any input, and so it's always going to be a bit jarring.
You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
Yeah, let's just get her to bring out another puppet.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right?
Is that us? No one said she was isolating in the plane of Euthymia. Euthymia? Is that where she is?
Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oh, is she isolating there? Reflections of morality. Okay, this is... That sounds like a promising chapter. It sounds like... Oh shit, I'm capped. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. I haven't been capped since the start of the game. The first time I've been capped. There. Okay, nice. I accidentally ran into this quest. So, it forced me to have to... I don't want to start. I'll just finish my thought quick. For some reason when you get too close to the quest, you can't actually leave the quest even if you quit out of the game. So I was forced to start. That's why I was capped, because I was forced to begin this, and I didn't want to begin it yesterday, because I had a headache, and I didn't feel like it, and I wasn't in the mood, and it was a bit late. So I was just forced to not be able to touch the game, which is why my resin's capped. Because every time I'd start, the mission would begin immediately, and I didn't want to miss out on the mission whilst recording. Anyway, I guess we can continue now. Or just look for her, okay.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Surely you could at least humor me by engaging in some small talk first?
Eh. Actually doesn't sound too bad anymore. She seems okay since the first several interactions where she was extremely annoying. Maybe next time.
Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of your charm.
Oh, never mind. Maybe I won't small talk. I don't like it anyway.
So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun
You should
decided
know.
to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
Rumor has it. So we're only assuming it's her thunderstorm. So we don't actually know what's causing it? The Terrio Commission also needs her attention.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway.
Thanks.
Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
You mean what? Surely that was the outcome we were looking for. Shouldn't be too surprised. Should actually be a bit more thankful and a bit like that's what we wanted. That's hard to believe. Is it hard to believe? She said. Why are we surprised as well in this line? Like, she said that Miko turning up was a change to eternity, but a pleasant one. It makes sense that she would change her mind.
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Her power? So it's nothing to do with what she's thinking. She's just lost more of her power? That's a thing? You lose your power over time?
The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her.
Sorry. Are they implying A's a bit of a weeb? I like it. She can't cook. She's a weeb. How quirky is this person? The defeat was a heavy blow to her.
Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You're joking. And this made her powers become lost even further. This is the most... We should go have a chat. She seems sad.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
It's not beyond the realm of possibility? I don't know. I don't believe her. Because... No way. She's been in power for too long to do that.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you.
Huh? Uh-oh. She forced the small talk that she couldn't get into the conversation. Okay.
A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
I thought she said she was taking care of Inazuma. It's even in her trailer that she'll command over the realm for eternity, right? I don't... What? Am I finding a contradiction where there isn't any, or am I misunderstanding her responsibilities to Inazuma and the last... Okay.
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting.
Oh. Where is she?
But tell me, why should this concern me?
You fuck.
Why
What do you
should I
mean?
do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Is that... Sorry. Oh man, I was a fan of Yamika, but that really just puts her back on, like... Man, I was beginning to like her. But anyone who has a sentence in their mind that's like, why should I do this for you when I already has nothing to do with why should I do this for you? Like, is she feeling pissy at me? Do it for the people of Inazuma, do it for A. Do it for A is to show that she cares for her, so I'm not. This is more for everyone than it is just for A. And I know this appeals to her, but I'm not trying to appeal to her. I'm trying to do the right thing, which is apparently something she's incapable of doing. From the way she's said her feelings. Man, for God's sake, I was just beginning to like her. She's such an asshole again.
I like that answer.
Shut up. Fuck you.
Here is the pass permit.
Pass?
Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word.
Oh. Oh my god, I don't get these jokes. I can't deal with these.
Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom. A pass permit you obtained from Yaimiko, I don't know which one. With this, you can enter the Tenshukaku without restrictions and meet the Raiden Shogun. You heard that this was made for emergencies, but that Yaimiko seems to have never had a chance to use it. Did I hear any of that? She just handed it to me and told me it was a pass. The Tenshukaku. So you don't go to Tenshukaku, you go to the Tenshukaku. Huh. Is there other Tenshukakus that aren't the main Tenshukaku? Okay, so she's not a bad person. She just makes it hard for me to understand when she's joking.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I don't think that really helps her case, though, for me liking her. It just means I don't understand her, and so I just... Oh.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Okay. You don't need to be upset at me.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
Do people not know that we're the ones... how important our role was? Are people unaware of the... Do people not circulate information about how I was, like, the one who entered her... What? I'm not just Okay.
Guji Ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone.
Okay. Is just this a way to validate us as a main character then? It's not actually, because he's refusing to listen, and it's just like, it's like the John Wick thing. You get other people to boast for him so he doesn't have to boast about himself, and that makes you seem way cooler. Because it's not you showing off. The other people show you off for you.
Wait, this is authentic.
It should be a little difficult to forge it. Well, I don't know that. I don't know anything about it. Feel free to check with Miko.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Walking away from him as he's saying how the rules. He did. Okay. Resting. So she's not just lounging around to think? Oh, she's actually walking around. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Ah. Oh, I like that they start doing this a bit
Look how
more.
she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
She just does this all day long. Okay.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Assume she's joking.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden.
Legitimate means is forbidden.
Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Oh, she's being serious.
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
Is this... Are we talking to a machine right now?
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Why would we ask that? As if Paimon would know, or are we asking it to ourselves? Do puppets really need rest and relaxation?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing.
Yeah, that's okay. Thanks for
Why?
explaining.
Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
But that's not... But that's what we're not allowing her to do when we go in. Anyway.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
She said she could say no more.
It has been forbidden.
Yeah, okay. So she's got...
Please refrain from making me talk any further.
Wait, what? We can convince the puppet? The puppet seems like she keeps accidentally letting more than she should be saying slip.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
We could probe the the machine a bit more. Are you sick? Have you malfunctioned?
Ah, it it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Well, she considers the Shogun separate from herself. Huh. Okay. What was that? Oh, the sky's nice, so I assume she's feeling alright.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
Huh, it's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
So this is all you're doing? Yeah, obviously. Well, I guess maybe not obviously. What do you mean by forbidden?
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Fuck off. It's not funny. Stupid joke. Well done.
No, she was not created to ever be turned off.
Just doesn't amuse Paimon's joke. It's also really out of context in this world. Or is it in context because Paimon can see the future?
Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
She wouldn't allow anyone to tell you about it, though.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
I feel like we're using a lot of the sentences that really reminisce a malfunctioning PC. Or like errors happening like to code or something. Is she gonna make is each change gonna make the storm worse? Because it's gonna become like a buggy code. I don't know if it seems arbitrary. I don't know what it seems like, but okay. Worked up over nothing.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things.
Interesting. So she knows about the technology that that allows her functionality. So it's not just lost to Khaenri'ah. So Miko speculated that the only person privy to any of that knowledge, the remainder of it, might be the Shogun. She actually knows how to mess around with it. She still finds it complicated, but she understands the lost technology. We should probably have a chat about her, with her about Khaenri'ah and stuff. She might know some secrets and things.
Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
Is it the truth?
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress in your thoughts about eternity?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions.
Yes, I wanna know. I wanna know about these contradictions. I've been I'll stop talking.
But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest.
No, no, yes as well, but I actually was saying it because I thought she needed to get her mind off of it.
And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
I bet you all 8 million of my current Mora that there is no one who's gonna feel better seeing the Shogun after what she did. They should not be put at ease. It'll be such a ridiculous thing to see her walking through the streets. Because I feel like it's implied that she just does everything as the puppet. I don't know. Seems like she wouldn't just be walking around. I feel like that's another thing to be concerned about. I feel like people would be very angry with her.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
You might break the puppet, though.
Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right, then. I'll come out for a while.
The other problem with her coming out for a while is actually people might already be antsy and they'll demand an answer since she's right there. They'll be like, so what are your plans? And then she's thinking them over, so I don't know.
Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
Nice. Cool. But the character I play as is still the Raiden Shogun, and it's not you, which makes me feel like I play the puppet and not you.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
Holy shit, this is getting complicated.
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour
Eh?
guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go.
This feels nice.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet.
Huh?
Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town.
What? Am I meant to be walking with her? Or with the puppet? Well, she has her ways. What are her ways? The way that she took over our body at the end of the story? Is she currently housing, like, using our body as like a vessel for her senses? Huh. I wish I was walking with her. I feel like I shouldn't teleport if she's aware of all of this. And if she hasn't been outside, then I guess I'll try to give her a nice view. Go. I feel like I'm being nice to her, but I don't understand how to be. The puppet's already seen that, so I assume she's already seen it. This is really strange. I feel like I'm, like, trying to turn the camera to give her nice views to enjoy. She has her ways, so right now she's got some way that we're not questioning to be here. Wait, what? Oh, we could have walked with her.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected. It's the Shogun!
What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
I mean, it's gonna scare people.
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
That makes sense. It's fine. Just wave.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
It seems like a bit of an overreaction. I don't think it does. Doesn't the Shogun normally patrol these parts?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself.
Huh.
Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
Yeah, so we really... Yeah. So it's to be extremely expected. So people have barely ever seen her.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
Yes. It is seeming cool. Liking the personality.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Okay, I mean, the bit at the end was unnecessary.
People seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
To be honest, this place doesn't have much movement going on anyway.
What is this stall selling?
Food.
I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
This is cool. This is really cool. This is unbelievably cool. I like walking with the Shogun, and I like that we chat on the way. I keep messing with her path, it seems. I feel like I shouldn't get too close.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Milk is a snack? Did it used to be a snack or something? Aren't, like, Asian, like, Oriental type countries supposed to be really bad with milk? Like, they're mostly lactose intolerant? Maybe that's not right. I don't remember what part of the world is predominantly lactose intolerant.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty.
Milk specialty? What do you do to it?
You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk.
Okay.
The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
He just said attention. Because he couldn't compete.
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with Eternity.
What? Oh, I see, because he made a change.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dongo and milk?
Huh. Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Lovely.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
Like a smoothie?
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial.
Does that mean he didn't mix it in well? Or is it meant to be a bit chewy?
Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dongo milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Why do people have a way of making things about themselves like that, in that sort of like, it's all my fault kind of way? Every time it's just, they're having a lot of times when they're having a discussion, it's really annoying. It really slows down the conversation, makes it about something else, and then makes someone have to go, it's not your fault. It's not like that. You misunderstand. You're taking it the wrong way, and it's nothing to do with any of that. Anyway, it just seems a bit annoying.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
What? Oh, okay. He didn't... You should ask if he would like that, though.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dongo milk.
What's happening? What? She thinks it's that important that she should make the Tenryo Commission deal with making sure all of... What? How important was it to her? What? So you like sweet things. Do you want another cup?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this.
Most humans? So she considers herself human. So, as an Archon, you're still human? Or is that not the way it works?
There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels.
Oh. It's the start of weebhood. So it's Yai Publishing. Yai Miko.
She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure, I don't really know where it is either.
Sure, let's go and have a look.
No, I want to walk with her. Come on, it was just down there. Man, that's ruined the pacing a bit. I mean, the mood a bit for me.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
The whole shop is wood. If there was a fire, everything would go.
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Oh, it specifically only sells light novels.
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
What the hell is an almighty taste?
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
Mm-hmm.
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just,
I mean, I feel like it's a bit insulting to say they're just words on a page.
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
The almighty Shogun wants to have a look. Don't be nervous.
well, okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I have just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Please let me actually go with you. Oh, okay.
How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material?
She read it in front of the store? How long did she take?
I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations?
Oh, has language changed over time? Is she, like, so ancient that she doesn't understand the literature anymore? And how it's changed with time?
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl
The slime?
is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger.
Jesus Christ, those kinds of light novels.
It's so long.
Yeah, it's a quirky thing to get people's attention. So is that meant to be like a reference to, like, I forget what what it's called, but it's like that time I got reincarnated as a slime or something. I think that's an anime or a manga or something.
Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating sunsetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
They said not to take it seriously. Sounds like some random creative writing.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
Maybe we need to show her something that has that's more high end than instead of these competition entries, like something that's like a classic or something.
Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, Does this author claim to be documenting Hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
I don't think that's the claim. It's the claim. It's simply made up. Interesting. So, if I says that Hilichurls can't, hold on, was it can't write stories? Does that mean there is something that they can write, or Khaenri'ahns couldn't write, or maybe they had a different way of telling their stories and relaying information to each other? So, Hilichurls or Khaenri'ahns didn't have a way to write, or maybe she doesn't know that the Hilichurls are Khaenri'ahns.
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess. Fads have no place in eternity. Is it a fad? I wouldn't have said many people talk about that. Too modern, I guess. I don't think it's too modern. It sounds like... I think it's something you grow accustomed to, and it doesn't sound like the most believable of stories anyway, in terms of suspending your disbelief. Like, it's grounded in several... I don't know. It's clearly grounded in some sort of sense of abnormality, or at least... But then it's taking existing information and telling you, actually, that's wrong, I'm going to substitute it for this other information. It's like, which makes it just wrong as a fact. So I'm not so sure that's the best way to do creative, made up stuff.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
Yeah, nice. That'd be good. Yeah, because it's almost like saying, a human eats a banana. However, the banana did not have potassium. It contained caffeine. It's objectively incorrect. Which I guess is why there was something kind of wrong with that one.
Alright then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
We're gonna read a bunch of books.
This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Oh my god, okay. Read Liua's martial arts story. Read a reincarnation adventure story. Read a daily life romance story. Oh, I'm interested in that one. Well, I'll start with this one. I'm least interested in martial arts, so I'll start there. Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. The book is a martial arts story set in Liyue, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of the story is the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be the reclusive master of one faction or another. The martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist. That sounds really dumb.
Strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Wait, what? That's not what was dumb about it. What? What the hell? Don't be mean, Paimon.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
It's all about the journey. The protagonist has an admirable will.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Yeah, but we're not trying to appeal to her. We're trying to find something different as a change of pace. Wasn't a fan of that one. Shogun Almighty. Reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. What? Read a reincarnation adventure story. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath a thunder sakura and wakes up to discover that she has become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone, but after becoming the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence, and in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story would develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light. I think it's quite original. Sure it's original, but I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, but I'm still not a fan of that or the previous one.
If someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Noelle also felt uncomfortable when that story about her, not about her, but about her, but not really, it started to go too far away from reality. The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. Okay. This book is about the love... sounds a bit... I don't know about that at all. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. Shit. That sounds stupid again. It's a harem. This is a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life, featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charm of each character in the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him. I like those kind.
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
Yeah, I like it. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit generic, but I like it. I hope she finds happiness. I hope the writer gives her a happy ending. I don't think it's about her. I think it's also about everyone else involved. I hope she finds happiness. I hope, yeah, gives her a happy ending doesn't mean only her.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please!
This is so real.
The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Perhaps not. But perhaps she should try. It'd give her a better understanding of everything.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Yeah, she's just gonna criticize the fact that he's got a harem, of course. Which is obvious. What are you looking at? The leaves? Is that what you'd call them? Petals? Would you call these leaves petals?
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
So this one appeals to her, but I found it. This is the only different one. This one's original, but it's outside the realm. It's like outside the realm of. It's a bit too out there. It feels a bit ridiculous. It's just a bit of a power fantasy. This one seemed a bit dull to me, and it relates to her too much. So this is the last one, which is actually the one I like, as opposed to the other one. So I guess this. I think this one's silly. This one's uninteresting, and I really like that one.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist?
Yeah.
Is this some sort of narrative device too?
It's yeah, there is something the matter, but I think, yeah, there is that the matter, of course, but otherwise everyone's feelings are all there and believable, hopefully. So Shogun thinks relationships are about having one other person. She needs to stop. I think what we need to do is let her know that it's not about what she thinks. It's about and teach her to suspend her disbelief for the sake of for certain stories. But if she's read the whole thing and didn't see its other merits, without looking, I guess there's some things you try to overlook as much as you can, because it's mostly fan service, right? To get all the females to spoon and act in certain ways.
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely, but the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict.
I mean, yeah. Yes, so she gets it. Except that we'd never know if the authors ever actually choose to pair them.
So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
She's getting it. I mean, I don't like it, but she's getting it. But then that would remove the conflict. And there needs to be a sort of tension. Why am I thinking about this?
That would be the most boring love story ever!
It wouldn't. It would bring its own new complications. It would be a whole other story. Like, how do you... Like, if relationships have lots of compromise, how do you compromise with 8 different people? All of them would have to reach a compromise. It'd be a really complicated, interesting story.
Love. Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma.
What are you getting out of it?
Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Change, I don't know if it's human nature to seek change, but change is inevitable.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change, but I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Yeah, I don't like that she's thanking us and calling it a trip. It's a bit too official. We were just here to have some fun. But yeah, that was also the other objective. That was the main objective, to be honest, but it felt like she needed an actual human experience instead of our objectives. I want to know what she... Because it's important to have a certain amount of eternity, because that caused Khaenri'ah to be destroyed by progressing too much. So I feel like she should let us know what problems she's scared of when allowing for change, so that perhaps we can think through the problem there is together, so nothing like gets destroyed because of heavenly principles.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion.
That's not what I meant.
I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
You hope you will? You're gonna forget? Take a photo.
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Were you taking a selfie with the Shogun?
Characters.